This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So guys, today I'm going to cover one very interesting topic, that is how to integrate with Jira. Because these days we are using Jira very frequently in our projects. Whenever there is a bug, whenever there is a user story, especially for bug management point of view, if you really want to log a bug for a specific test case getting failed, you have to write bug manually over there. But what if I'm saying that, okay, if any test case is getting failed in your framework, let's see, any TestNG test case is getting failed, then I want that, okay, my automation should log a bug automatically in Jira whenever there is a test failure, right? And then we will talk about what are the different pros and cons with this approach. Do we really need to write a bug for every Jira ticket, for every test failure? We will see that. But how to do that? To do this thing, guys, what we have to do, that we have to use JIRA Client APIs. So Jira provide their APIs, and you can use their backend services and the API services, and you can simply raise a bug in a respective project. You just need to know a couple of things, and I'll try my best to explain you as much as possible that how exactly we can use these APIs, how exactly we can use these whatever the dependency, third-party dependencies are available in the market, how to use that. But there is a question always that, okay, do we really need to log a ticket whenever there is a test failure? Because test can be failed with any reason. Maybe it's a bug in your application, or maybe it's a bug in your script. Maybe your script is not working fine, or maybe some synchronization issue, or maybe some we are not able to identify the locator. So in that case, what will happen? In that case, every time whenever you are going to execute your test case, it will unnecessarily raise a bug. Although it's not a bug, it's a problem with your script, right? It's a problem with your XPath, it's a problem with your locator. In that case, okay, it will execute and then it will log a bug in Jira, which we don't want. So that's why it is always a debatable topic that, okay, hey, do we really need to log a ticket, log a bug in Jira or not? But if it is yes, then how to do that? It is possible, of course, we can do that. So today the topic name is how to integrate Selenium with Jira, right? Okay. So I'm not going to explain page object model and all those things once again, right? Because so many times I have already explained. So if you remember that, okay, last time I have created one page object model with the help of OOPS concept. I'll be using the same framework, and I just directly open my test class over there. And I want that, okay, whenever any specific test is getting failed, we want to raise a bug over there. But before that, what we need to do, we need to open our pom.xml file, and we have to add one important dependency over here, that is Jira client dependency over here, right? So that dependency, I'll tell you from where you will get it. So you just simple type over here Jira client Maven, and you need to add this particular dependency, net rcarz. You go to 0.5, go to Maven, copy this Jira client. Can you see that Jira client is there? Copy this entire Jira client dependency and then paste it over there. Okay, and simple save it. So the moment you save it, it will build your project, and okay, the respective dependency will be added over here in your Maven dependency over here, right? So yeah, let's see it is over there or not. Yeah, you can see that Jira client got added over here, and then that's it. So we will close our pom.xml file. We don't need that. But what I want that, guys, that it's not like every time I want to log a ticket. So we want to maintain a flag that, okay, hey, whenever there is a that flag is true, then only raise, okay, in Jira. So what I want that, okay, on top of this @test, I want to maintain one flag in the form of one annotation. So what exactly we will do, there is a concept in Java that is called Java retention policy. With the help of that, what exactly you can do, you can create your own annotation. So we will be using that concept, the Java retention policy, and then we will see how exactly we can do that. So what I'm going to do that, let's see, under SRC in Java, I simply create one, okay, one package. Let's see, my package name is com dot let's see util package. Okay, and under this com dot util package, I simply create, let's see, we just create an interface. I'll tell you why. And let's see, my interface name is JIRA policy. So whatever the interface name you want to give, JIRA policy, and click on finish. And the moment you create JIRA policy, one interface will be created, and you just simple say that okay, this is @interface. So this is how we can create our own annotation, and I'll tell you how to use this particular annotation. But just before above that, you simply say that okay, one annotation is there, retention annotation. Okay, so simple add retention. Just a second. My Eclipse, yeah. Okay, so retention, and then you have to give your retention policy. That retention policy dot runtime. Okay, I want to use this particular annotation at the runtime, so that is my retention policy, and I'll maintain one boolean flag over here. That okay, you remember that in interface we can have only method declaration, no method body. So let's see, I want to maintain one boolean flag that let's see, log, okay, log ticket ready, or log ticket ready flag. Okay, simple one method I'll create it like this. So this is okay, one interface I've created. Let's see, JIRA policy, and then you just let it be like this, and under login test also you just let it be like this. After that, what we are going to do, that guys, we need to create one listener. Okay, we need to create one listener. That listener, just like we have created for LDR report and we have created for extend report, whenever there is a test failure, because what we want, whenever there is a test failure, automatically test case should be failed. It should come inside on test failure method, and then it should raise a ticket with the help of JIRA. So what I'm going to do, that I'm going to create one more package. Let's see, my package name is com dot listeners. Okay, and then click on finish. And under this particular com.listeners, I'm going to create one class, and my class name is, let's see, test JIRA listener. Okay, TENER. Okay, and click on finish. Under this particular test JIRA listener, as we know that okay, whenever we are going to create a listener, this listener should implement test-ng listener, and that listener name is iTestListener. So simple say implements, okay, yeah, this one, iTestListener. And we know that according to Java, whenever there is a class is implementing a particular interface, it should what? Implement all the methods which are available in that particular interface. So what exactly we'll say? Add unimplemented methods. You simple add all your unimplemented methods. So automatically all the method will be overridden, and then here we have to give the method body. So but I don't want it okay on test start and success. I directly jump into on test failure, and here I'll write some code where whenever there is a test failure, automatically it will come over here, and then it will raise a ticket over here, right? So what we need to do, with the help of this particular result, whatever the result is there, now see it carefully, you simply say result dot, okay, and we will be using the reflection API. Just go to whatever the test failure is there. Let's see, one got failed. So we will, at the runtime, we will fetch what is the test method. From that particular test method, I'll call one more method that is called get constructor or method. Okay, dot get method is there. Okay, dot get one method is there, guys. Get annotation method. Okay, get annotation, and which annotation you want to use. So this annotation, whatever JIRA policy. Okay, so I'll use this particular JIRA policy, and here I'll be using this particular class, JIRA policy dot class. Okay, like this. And this get annotation, what exactly it will do? It will return Jira policy class object. So I'll store inside the Jira policy. Let's see, Jira one reference I'll create is equal to this. Okay. Then, and this is one-time activity, guys. And after that, what I'm going to do that after this particular Jira policy, then we will use one thing, Jira policy dot use simple whatever the flag is available, whatever the flag that you have created, this log ticket ready. So we will take this particular, okay, Jira policy dot see log ticket ready, and then we will read this particular flag, whatever the the value of this particular guy, and then I'll store in a boolean, because this guy is returning, this particular method is returning what? This particular method is returning a boolean value. So simple, I'll say that, okay, let's see, is ticket ready is equal to this. It means this particular ticket is ready for, okay, ready for Jira or not. So it's ticket ready is equal to this. So simple, I'll call this particular method and I'll got a boolean value over here, right? And I'll tell you how to use this particular Jira policy annotation in your test. So let's see, we have passed flag is equal to true. So this particular boolean will be true now. And then once we get this particular boolean value, I simply say one if condition, that is your ticket is ready. Yes, right? If your ticket is ready, yes. If it is equal to true, then what you need to do? Here you need to raise your Jira ticket. And here you need to write the code, okay, to raise a Jira ticket. So let's say I'll just come inside the if condition. I'll simply say that, okay, system.out.println that is ticket ready for Jira, and I'll say simple that, okay, whatever the is ticket boolean value is there, right, is ticket Jira ready, okay, and okay, and after that, what I'm going to do now, here we have to use, guys, whatever that third-party API that we have added in the form of member dependency. They provide certain methods, and you need to use those methods. So what I'm going to do, I simple, okay, just copy paste those methods, because we don't need to understand those methods. I'll simply say that, okay, you just need to call a couple of things and that's it. So what we need to do that, okay, just a second. Okay, so there is a class you just need to get, okay, let me write in front of you guys. So as per my understanding, there is a class Jira service. Okay, just a second. Jira service provider class should be there. Just a second. Let me check it again. Jira service. Okay, it's not coming. Maybe just a minute. Let me check their API.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's do one thing. We will create our own utilities. So, and we will call those utilities. And in that particular utility, I'll write a code. I'll write a couple of methods to raise a ticket. So let it be like this. And I'll do one thing that let's create one utility over here. And my utility name is, I'll create a class. And my class name is, let's see, Jira service provider class. Okay. And you just click on finish. In this particular Jira service provider, guys, couple of things we need to write. If you want, I can directly paste the code. Otherwise, I can explain you also couple of things over here. So what you need to do, let's see, I'm going to maintain two important things. First of all, that let's see my I'll create two variables over here. I'll create one Jira client. So there is a class Jira client, and then let's see one reference over here. And this Jira client is coming from that API, that Maven dependency that we have added. It's coming from there. Okay, and then we have to create one more string that in which project in Jira you want to raise a bug. So let's see my project name. I'm creating one more variable over here for project name. And then I'll quickly create a constructor of this particular class, and then let's see public, and I'll maintain, okay, in this particular constructor I'll maintain a couple of things over here. First thing is, what is your Jira URL, comma, what is your username, because to log in with username password we need username password as well, and a string password, comma, string your project name. So let's say this is the constructor that I have created. In this particular constructor, guys, what we need to do, there is a class, one more class is there, basic credentials class is there. Yes, basic credentials. Just if you remember, okay, if you see, this basic credential is coming from Jira client, that whatever the API in the form of dependency that we have added. And then here I'm going to create, okay, the object of this particular class, a new basic credentials. And here what we need to pass, we need to pass the username and the password. Let's say this particular username and this particular password that I'm going to pass. And then what we need to do, whatever the Jira client that we have created, we have to initialize this particular Jira client is equal to new Jira client. And what is the URL? My URL is this. And we have to pass the credentials as well. So these are my credentials. Okay, so once the basic credential is done, so we will, when we call this particular constructor, we will pass our username password over there as well. And then this is done. Simple, you use this dot, whatever the project name that you are getting, simple, this dot project is equal to project, right? So same project, let's say I'm passing whatever the project in my Jira, same project will be given to the, okay, this particular class variable. Okay, so this is a constructor, and after that constructor, we have to create one more method, guys. That method name is public public void. Let's see, create Jira ticket method. Create Jira ticket or Jira issue or Jira bug or whatever. Okay, you can give any name. So for creating a Jira ticket, what I need a couple of things. First thing is that what kind of issue type is it? It's a story, it's a bug, it's a ticket, or it's a test, right? In Jira we have a number of things. I'll show you what I'm talking about. In Jira we have these things. So whenever you have to raise a bug, right? So let's see, this is the issue type I'm talking about. We have task, story, epic, and bug, and this is the project name. So let's see, we are going to create issue type as bug. So what we have to do, what kind of issue type? So let's see, I'm going to create issue type as this string issue type. And then what kind of summary? So when we raise a ticket, next, click on next. What are different attributes we need? So let's see, we need summary and we need description, right? Summary and description, let's see, that we need. So I simple write, let's see, summary, comma, string, description, comma, let's see who's a reporter also, a reporter name. Okay, let's say reporter name is Naveen. And after that, what we need to do, create Jira ticket we have created. And there is one more class, guys. This also class is coming from, okay, this particular API, RC API, and the class name is Fluent Create class. See, even I don't remember these class names, but I'm referring their code. So I just checked their Git repository, and from there I found that, okay, this class is available over there. So, but it's up to you if you really want to, okay, remember or not. But because this is only one-time activity, and nobody's going to ask you at a time of interview as well. So Fluent Create, and then simple create the object of this particular class. So let's see, class object name is Fluent Create is equal to new. So instead of new, you simple say whatever Jira client that you are using, Jira dot one, okay, method is there, create issue. And what exactly the create issue? The create issue, let's say I want to use create issue with your whatever the project is there. So let's say this particular project. And what is your issue type? So issue type is whatever that you are passing over there, right? Okay, and this guy you just need to import from here. Just a second. You need to be careful while importing. So you need to import from .issue package. Okay, yeah, from this particular package, right? And this guy will tell you that, okay, add surround with try catch block. So if any bug is there or any exception is there, sorry, in that case, it will come inside the catch block. Okay, what else? After that, we need to add a couple of things, guys. Whatever the mandatory fields are there, let's see, we have to add summary, we have to add some description, something like this, or okay, some other attributes are there, assignee or epic link. So let's see, I'm just going to add some basic stuff over there. Let's see, first thing I'm going to add summary. So how to add? You simply use this particular guy, fluent create. Okay, dot one. Okay, method is there, dot field, and you simply use one field constant class is there, dot. Okay, and you will get all these constant over here. Whatever the field names are there, while raising a bug or while raising a ticket or while raising an issue or test, all these okay variables are constant variables are defined over there. So simple, let's see what exactly we want. We want to use summary. So field dot summary, and whatever the value is there that we are going to pass, so same summary will be given to this guy. Okay, summary we want, and then let's see, we want to add the description also. So fluent create dot field field dot description, and whatever the description we are passing, let's see, same description we are using over here, right? And right now reporter name is not there because this is in my Jira, reporter name is not there, so we can ignore the reporter name, guys. If you have whatever the attribute that you have, if you have reporter name, you can have it in your company Jira, because you can customize Jira accordingly. So I just created one account on okay, on Jira online on their cloud server, and then simple, okay, the moment I create a Jira ticket, I'm getting all these okay attributes. So for me, summary, description are more than enough. So I'm not going to add, let's see, for reporter name, so you can ignore the reporter name. So summary, description I have added, and once this is done, what we need to do, uh, guys, you just use this particular fluent create, right? And simple use one method, execute method is there. You simple execute it, and then this execute, it will return one issue class. Okay, and then you store inside the issue. So let's see, this is my new issue reference is equal to this. I know, guys, this is something totally new for you guys, because you don't need to remember this code. I'm just explaining because I don't like copy paste, okay, from their APIs to this. Better to write it. Hardly it will take 5 minutes extra, but it's good to have this. And then whatever new issue that got created, let's see, I simply print the message that okay, a new issue created in Jira with ID or something like this. Let's see, whatever the new issue. Okay, so new issue will be created with some ID, and we will print on the console as well, like this. And that's it. So let's see a simple method I have created over here, and this create Jira ticket method I have created over here, and that's it. And then what exactly we will do? Now we will go back to our TestListener.java. This is my TestListener.java. Remember that I told you we have to call that particular method over here now. So what is my class name? Jira Service Provider. So I'll create the object of this particular class, Jira Service Provider. So let me create Jira Service Provider. Let's see, Jira SP is equal to a new Jira Service Provider. And what exactly we need? So remember that Jira Service Provider constructor, we need Jira URL. So what is your Jira URL? So in your company URL, whatever it is, guys, you simple copy paste that URL. If you are using Jira URL on, okay, like this, something like this, Atlassian.net, that is fine. If you have customized your Jira URL also, let's see, jira.amazon.com. So you just, whatever the company Jira URL is there, you just copy paste. So let's see, in my case, I'll be using this particular guy, right? So this is the thing. After that, okay, what you need your username. So my username is my email ID. So I'm simple writing my username is Naveen. Let me write it like this in the next line. My user ID is my email ID. So Naveen animation20@gmail.com. What is your password? Password, guys, whatever the password that in your company that you are using, right? If you're using in the form of customized Jira, so whatever the company password that you are using, okay, for Jira login, the same password you have to use it. And if you're using in the form of like this Atlassian.net, what you need to do, guys, you need to go to this particular URL. If you're using Atlassian.net, it means if you are using Jira Cloud instead of Jira Client. So this is the URL of Jira Cloud. So for Jira Cloud password, instead of passing the password, you need to, okay, because they have changed in their API, you need to use one token ID, and this token ID will be generated on the basis of, okay, on this particular particular URL. So on their conference page, it's written over there, and you just simple say they are saying that, okay, you just log into this, okay, URL. So I'll just open a new tab, and you just click on API token, and it's saying that, okay, create API token. So about an hour ago, I've already, okay, created, so I'm going to revoke it so I don't use it. I'm going to create one more token. So let's see, create API token and give some token name. So let's see, I'm writing Naveen token. What is the token name you want to give? And Naveen token will be created. You simply click on view. So this particular token I just copy and simple paste it over there instead of your password. Again, I'll repeat, guys, if you're using, okay, in the form of this particular URL, Atlassian.net, your username Atlassian.net, it means you're using Jira Cloud, not the Jira client. Okay, if you're using company Jira client, customized Jira client, in that case you have to use your username password over there, and in which project, under which project you want to raise a bug. So the project I have already created, so let's see, this is my project name. So you must be having one project name in your Jira. So my project name is test automation. You just click on it, and you have to pass the short form. Okay, so for test automation, right, if you see this is my test automation project. If you go to this particular test automation project, what you need to do, guys, you need to pass the short form. You don't need to write complete test automation over there. You simply say that, okay, my test automation form is T and A, like this. Can you see the TA board? So you have to pass the exact, let's say I'm passing TA. You can try with the complete name also, but sometimes it doesn't work with the complete name. So that's why I'm passing the alias name like this, TA, right? Can you see the TA board? So like this, you can use it. And what else? Okay, once this is done, it will create this particular Jira, okay, service provider object. And with after that, what we need to do, we have to do one thing, that we have to capture the information about the failed test case. So how will you capture the information about the failed test case? So with the help of this particular listener, whatever the iTest result is there. So first we will get, let's see, one test case got failed, one assertion is there, assertion error is there. Simple say that, okay, result dot, give me the method name, get method, right? Dot get constructor or method, dot get method, whatever the method is there, simple dot get name of that particular method, and you simple append with some information that, okay, some string, this particular method got failed due to some assertion or exception, let's see, right? And I'll store in a particular string. So let's see, my string is, and this will become my issue summary actually. Okay, so this will become my issue summary, that this is issue summary. Whatever the runtime @test annotation method is getting failed, we will capture it with the help of reflection, and then I append with some message over there, the generic method got failed due to some assertion or exception. So this will become a issue summary, and then it will be created over here. The issue summary will be entered over here in this particular summary, right? Okay, and then what else we need? After this, we need one description. So I'll do one thing, I'll create one issue description as well. Okay, description is equal to, for issue description, what we need, Okay, so for issue description, we need more message over there. So for that, what we need to do, again, you need to go to result dot simple say get throwable, whatever the problem is there or exception is there. Okay, simple use this method get throwable dot get message over here. Okay, get message like this, and yeah, like this. And once this is done, what I'm going to do, so once this is done, whatever the issue description is there, I simple dot, okay, I'll do one thing, I just simple concatenate with this. Okay, some more errors, let's see something like this. I have my exception in Java, exception utils class dot get full stack trace. Okay, and result dot get throwable like this. Okay, so I'll append some more information that, okay, whatever the reason, the complete stack trace in TestNG, right? So whenever there is a test failure, remember that, okay, we have the complete stack trace that, okay, in this particular class, in this particular method, this method is calling another method, so we get the complete stack trace in TestNG failure. So same stack trace I'm trying to access from there, and then I'll concatenate, okay, with this issue description, whatever it's there, right? And I'll do one thing, whenever the issue description I'm going to concatenate, I'll write the full stack trace in the next line, right? So I'll do one thing, I'll just simple append with, okay, backward slash n, so that it will generate a new line, and then it will concatenate, then it will append, right? So once this is done, my description in the summary is ready. So I simple say that, okay, whatever the Jira SP that I have created, remember that method, create Jira ticket, and what is your issue type? My issue type is this bug. So BUG, B capital and UG small. So my issue type is bug. What is your summary? My issue summary is this issue summary I'm passing. And what is your description? This is my issue description. And who is your reportee? Let's see my reportee name I'm writing, although we are not setting up the reporting over there. So let's see Naveen. Let's see, simple like this. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so this is done. So it will create this, it will call this particular method, it will do all these things, and it should work. Now you just go to your login test.java. Under your login test.java, what do you need to do? For which test case you want to raise a Jira ticket? So let's say I want to raise my Jira ticket for all the test cases. So what you need to do, above your @test, you can create whatever, you can create your own annotation. So remember that Jira policy, retention policy that we have created. So you can add this particular interface as as an annotation in your test class. I know this is something new for you guys, but this is something, a very smart thing that we are using. So let's see Jira policy, and Jira policy on the basis of what? Jira policy on the basis of whatever the login, okay, the log ticket ready or not, right? So what we will do, okay, so I'll just say something, let me, yeah, is equal to true, something like this, you can use it. Okay, so what will happen the moment you write something like this, that log ticket ready is equal to true. So this Jira policy, whatever that, okay, that interface that we have created, this log ticket ready, it will return true. So it will, okay, return true. So if it is returned true, it will come to the listener. It will check that, okay, Jira policy dot log ticket ready is true now. So this guy will become true, and then it will come over here. So whenever we are writing that annotation value is equal to true, then only ticket will be raised inside Jira. Okay, ticket will be raised into Jira. Otherwise, it will ignore it, because this is something, this flag we really need to maintain. Otherwise, what will happen? For every execution cycle, it will unnecessarily raise a bug. So that's why, like, we can control, we have to control. So we have to write something like this. If tomorrow, if you don't want to raise a ticket, you just make it false. Right. So let's see, I'm just writing all this particular line for all the test cases. For all the test cases in this particular cycle, let's see, I want to execute. So log ticket ready is equal to true, 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 like this. Okay, and what else? Once this is done, guys, what I'm gonna do, that I'm gonna open my testng.xml. Under this particular testng.xml, what I'm gonna do, that first of all, let me, okay, this Firefox, let me comment it. We don't need any parallel execution. So I'll simply say no parallel. So parallel is equal to, let's check first, none, and this parallel is equal to also none. Okay, and browser equal to Chrome, this is fine, and your class is equal to this. So at the suite level, what you need to do, guys, we need to add our listener. So let me quickly add one listener over there. So my listener is okay, this is my listener, and this is the starting of the listeners and ending the listener over here. And here we need to add the main listener. So whatever the listener that you have created, listener, and which class you are using, class name is equal to, and where exactly my listener, here. So this Jira listener entry we have to give. So com dot listeners. Okay, guys. Dot. Make sure, guys, there is no spelling mistake. A listener, right? And yeah, that's it. And then closing bracket like this. Okay, so there is no spelling mistake, I hope. TENERS, listeners started here, ending over here, and this is a listener started here, ended over here, right? And we will be executing on Google Chrome, so browser value is equal to Google Chrome, like this. So I'll do one thing. I'll go to my login test, and in login test, deliberately I'll make these test cases fail, right? Otherwise, then only if the test is getting failed, then only it will raise a ticket. If the test case is passed, it will not raise a ticket in Jira. So I'll do one thing. I'll provide some garbage value over here. So that this is what we are expecting. HubSpot login XX. So it means the title is not equal to this. Assertion will be failed. It should raise a ticket over there. Same thing for this guy also for header. And same thing for this guy also. Let's see, I'm writing something like this. So that all these three test cases are getting failed. And let's see, it should raise a bug in Jira. Let's see. I haven't tried yet, but what you need to do, make sure you are executing your testng.xml. So this is my testng.xml and listener entry over here. So it will execute this particular class. It will check login ticket is equal to yes, and then retention policy is equal to yes. It will test case will be failed. It will go to this particular listener. It will go to on test failure, and it will, if it is flag equal to true, it will come inside it over here. It will print yes is equal to true. It will make the correction with Jira, and then it should raise a ticket. Let's see this is working fine or not. So let's run it. Let's see if it is getting failed. We will try to fix it. Okay, so yeah, you can say that. Okay, yes, this is something. Okay, test case is at least running. Yeah, so can you see that is ticket ready for Jira is equal to true because test case got failed. Now this is the second test case. See, can you see that Jira ticket ID TA3 got created, TA4 got created, and let's see for one more ticket should be created for the third one, and we will cross check in Jira also. Yes, so TA5 also got created. So all the three test cases got failed. See, can you see that? Three test cases got failed because of assertion error. So because the moment assertion error is there, it will jump to on test failure, okay, inside the listener. So all these three test cases got failed because of assertion. You can see that expected this, and expected this. And the moment for all the three test cases, my listener will, okay, will be executed. It will come inside this over here. And then I'll check in my Jira, let's see it is creating or not. So I'll directly go to my test automation project and let's see issues. Click on issues. Yes, can you see that? Awesome. TA3 got created when we can see the result. See, expected HubSpot login X, but found this. And see, this is the method name verify login page title failed due to some assertion or exception. Right? See, awesome. Reporter is Naveen over here, and second test case over here, verify login header test got failed due to some assertion or error. And the third one is do login test failed due to some error. And this is the description that we were expecting. I expected getting started with this, but we found this. So automatically we are raising a bug whenever there is a test failure in Jira. What do you think about it? This is something really cool, right? This is something really amazing. And we will now we'll do one thing that quickly we will check. What if our test case marked with fail? Okay, marked with false. Jira policy is false, right? So okay, so let's do one thing. Next time I don't want to raise a ticket. So let's see the false is working or not. Okay, and then these two test cases, let's see, I'll make a comment over here. So it should bypass, although test case should be failed, but it should bypass the logging the ticket in Jira. So let's see, again, execute your test in Jira.xml. It should not create any ticket in Jira now because we have written log ticket ready equal to false. Okay, see, browser is getting launched. Okay, this is done. And you can see in the console, there is no ticket ID. You can see, there is no ticket ID. And I'll just simple refresh my page as well. See, after TA5, there is no TA6, right? Perfect. So this is absolutely working fine, guys. Right? So whenever you want to raise a ticket, you simply make it true. Otherwise, always make it false, like that. Or you can pass it from some configuration or something like this. You can maintain your configure properties, and from there you can read it. Okay, if it is equal to true, then only your Jira policy will be activated. Otherwise, no need to activate this particular flag. Right, guys? So I found it. This is really cool. This is really good API which is available. The only problem with this API, I found that okay, if you see the last version they released, this is the last version 0.5. They released in August 2014. After that, we are not getting any update from these guys, and this is 2019. So it's been 5 years. They haven't updated anything, but still people are using it. I have seen a lot of people are using this net RCARZ. So they are internally calling Jira client, Jira APIs, Jira REST APIs. And on top of that, they have given this particular Jira client APIs, Jira client wrappers. So I found it very user friendly, very easy to understand. I was just going through their GitHub path and everything. I found it really cool. And as such, see, last release on 25th, 2014. So you guys also can have a look and then see this is the the license version, everything they have given over there, right? So I'll just upload this particular project in my Git repository. We just have a look, implement the same thing in your project for Jira integration. This is really easy, very lightweight. Make sure, guys, we have to control the things over here. Now the last discussion, I'll just only take 2 minutes. Do we really need to raise a ticket in Jira? According to me, yes, may or may not be. Make sure that okay, you are controlling your flag properly. Let's see, this particular test case got failed because of your button is not visible through the script, but actually it is visible. It's not a bug in the application, it's a bug in your script. It's a problem with your script. So if it's a problem in your automation script, no need to raise a bug in Jira in that case. Otherwise, your Scrum Master, your product manager, your developers will be okay. They will see there are so many notifications, so many bugs you are raising again and again. And if you're executing, let's see, 5 times in a week, or sometimes 2 or 3 times in a day, in that case, for every time unnecessary, it will create a bug in Jira. So you have to be very careful. You have to make sure that okay, your automation code, your test cases are absolutely written properly. Then only you should raise a bug. You are sure about it that okay, yes, my automation is finding the bug and we are gonna raise a ticket like this. Or you can do one thing that okay, you just execute it, let it raise the tickets in Jira, and then you go to Jira and then you check that okay, yes, okay, these are the ticket raised. Raised by through automation through Jira APIs, and we see that okay, manually that okay, it is correct or not. If it is not, then we can delete those tickets as well, or maybe you can close the ticket immediately, right? And then you can assign to the respective developers and all those things. Right, guys, so you can customize it over here as well, that what are different other fields you want to use. Okay, different fields you can add it over there, and you just need to, the moment you add the field, you just need to pass the respective parameters in this particular create Jira ticket. And you can create multiple, you can overload this method and to maintain with the help of different parameters over here. So let's see, one method only with issue type and summary, one method with description, one method with reporter name, one method with priority also you want to give. So such things you can create, and you can overload this method, and whenever it is needed, you can simply call it. Okay, cool guys. So that's all for today. I hope you really like this video. This is something really pending from my side, that okay, how to integrate with Jira. A lot of people are asking, and they were not having the proper answer for that. So this is about this is about the Jira integration from my point of view. How can you do that? Okay, the same thing actually I have implemented in my recent projects also. Cool guys, thank you so much, and thanks for watching Naveen Automation Labs. If you have any questions, you can write down in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video with some interesting stuff. Thank you so much, guys.